welcome back. I'm Shaq. We got ourselves another video. My microphone is dusty. I think I got as much off as I can. We got ourselves an Anton video. Anton them gonna react to a video of a man saying that he technically feel like he's being terrorized by the lady that he's with. Like, she's a terrible woman. All she want is him for his money. He ain't happy. He said, you know what? I'm gonna give up all my rights. How about that? I'm gonna give them all up. You can do this on your own. I don't wanna be part of this. Everybody has a problem with it. Everybody, except for Quinn and Mika. What Quinn says is that, hey yo, my body, my choice. So, brother, if you wanna give up your rights, you go ahead and do that. It's your body, your choice. They didn't like that. And you know, Molly gonna do what Molly does, which is paint a bunch of narratives about black guys. She's gonna do it. You can check that off. She's definitely gonna do it. But then Mika told him that, hey yo, all right, I hear what you, Slimmy, Kim, all y'all are saying. But check this. So y'all saying that this guy should be perfectly fine with being terrorized for the rest of his life in that house. Right? Let that sizzle. They're gonna have a back and forth about this. And you know, the back and forth gonna really just be Molly saying a bunch of narratives and stuff about black guys because she don't like them. Molly is like the legit saying niggas and flies.
Niggas and flies I do despise. The more I see niggas, the more I like flies.
If she had a fly swatter that was like a black man swatter, she would swat the hell out of him. But yeah, we gonna see how this video goes and this conversation gonna go, okay? You definitely gonna get triggered. Forget about that. It's gonna happen. So prepare. Be prepared. But hold up, just in this video, need you to hit the like button and subscribe and notification bell. In the comment section, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Just let me know that it's real. But let's waste some more time. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, baby.
Okay, this is another Dadcast coming live from Brooklyn Family Court, where today, people, probably I want to say about an hour ago, I completely relinquished all rights to my daughter. It may sound like something that's horrible, considering I'm a person who has advocated to fight for your child no matter what. But it comes at a point when you're a parent or a man or an individual where you have to put your own interest ahead of that of your children. Because you're really no help to your children if you happen to be in a bad situation. If you're in jail, if you're broke, if you're unable to do anything, you're no help to your children. In maturity, I've kind of learned that. I've learned that my child's mother is a broken, disgusting loser, and she believes that her entire future is dependent on me taking care of her. So she's decided to try to use the child as leverage, but today she got thrown a curveball because I signed over all my parental rights and I ended the matter. In addition to that, I put an order of protection on her in the state of New Jersey because I'm just tired of her. I'm tired of the lies, I'm tired of the games, I'm tired of just all the attempts to defame me and slander me because she's mad that she happens to be a loser. I'm tired of it, people. So in the interest of justice, in the interest of keeping my own peace, my sanity, and protecting my future, and protecting my goals, and protecting my life, I have decided to forego any rights or any access to this child. I'm still young. I'm reasonably attractive. I have a working penis. I can have another child, and I will. But as far as this child is concerned, I'm done. Men don't abandon their children because we don't love them. We abandon the children because the women who give birth to them are, excuse the term, completely horrible people.
A man is giving up his parental rights, and he's completely given up on fighting for his child because he believes that the woman is just so toxic, is so horrible, is such a bad person that the child is just going to have to find them once they become an adult. Do you think that this is logical? Do you think that this is right? Do you understand him? What are your thoughts about this whole situation, Q Diddy?
I 1000% understand him. I 1,000,000,000% think it's logical. Like, you don't get to tell me who I love. Like, if I don't love this kid because this came from this wretched woman, then like, what good am I to be around? You know, like some dads that don't give over their rights, like you're doing more harm than good. Just like you said, like you're a horrible dad. You're in and out of the dad's life. Like you just need to go away. Like you're not really doing nothing for the kids. I get it, man. 100%.
All right, Slimmy.
Protect your peace, King.
Hey, man, y'all dudes got to stop being bitches. Like, real talk. Stop being a. Take care of the fucking kid. Stay away from the woman. Like, but ultimately you slept with that motherfucker. You chose that bitch. So I don't understand. I don't understand how dudes talk so crazy. How could you sleep with this woman if she's that horrible? Why you fuck her? You know what's gonna happen. And niggas playing crazy. Niggas playing crazy after you done slept with this bitch, you done did all the nasty shit. She wasn't horrible then, but you in her. Come on, man. You ain't have to shoot up the club. Shoot in her mouth.
I beg your pardon?
People say I'm crazy for saying that. Shoot in her mouth. You don't have to shoot up the club. Have that motherfucker swallow every last drop.
This is getting real graphic right now. Whoa.
That motherfucker nasty. Don't shoot up the club. Niggas is being irresponsible as man. Like, this is irresponsibility to the highest power. I don't give a what nobody say. That wasn't horrible when you laid down with her. She wasn't as horrible to keep away from her. You wanted to bust in. You chose the wrong bitch. Live with the consequences. Fuck it. That's what you did. You fucked her. And then you don't want to live with the consequences. That's what happens when you have sex. Children can be born. I don't get it.
I would give pushback on.
You can't give no pushback.
You wouldn't.
You can't give no pushback. I ain't got no motherfucking kids.
I'm not talking to you. You haven't even. I haven't even told you.
I heard it's retarded or something.
Hey, yo, Slimmy, do me a favor and stop being emotional right now. Let Q say what he's about to say. Almost got triggered.
No pushback. Ain't no pushback.
I would give pushback on she wasn't horrible when you fucked her. I have horrible women before and after I busted a nut, so that's not correct.
Before
they were horrible when I fucked them, and they were horrible after. Yes.
So you knew it before you did it anyway.
Nigga, what don't you understand? I fucked horrible bitches. What the fuck you don't understand?
Daddy, chill.
Then if a child comes out of that, that's on you because you knew she was horrible when you laid down.
And I'm out. I don't understand. You're not gonna change my mind. My whole thing was the horrible nigga. She was horrible through the whole thing.
We talking about this dude right here. This dude says she horrible, saying she talking all this stupid. Nigga, you laid with her and you had a kid with her, and now you trying to absolve yourself of sleeping with a ass woman.
He had an addiction. I feel bad for him.
He's trying to absolve himself from sleeping with a ass woman. He knew she was. And what the fuck? Now then the nigga gonna say I can have another kid. What?
He can.
You don't need to. You don't need to. Sit the down. Shit crazy to me, man. Like, people condoning their own bullshit is insane. This is insane, man. Like, this is what I be saying when I say men have failed because of sucker shit like that.
Right, boy, you better slow down because you finna say something you gonna regret. You better just quiet down, nigga.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care. Call me crazy. But motherfucker, once you sleep with somebody to a point where you having a kid, that's your responsibility. That bitch. Take care of that motherfucking kid. That kid ain't do shit to you. That kid didn't ask to be here. Take care of your motherfucking responsibilities. Your responsibility really wasn't to sleep with a woman. You really weren't supposed to do that. You're supposed to find a nice woman to sleep with.
You got a point. You wasn't supposed to sleep with that woman. I get your point right there.
Have some discernment.
I agree with everything Slimmy just said. And
I don't.
If he really wanted to take care of the kid, why not file for full custody? Why not do that? He just didn't want to be responsible for a child. That's all. It had nothing to do with that woman.
Is the possibility of you getting full custody, that's so slim. Best thing you can hope for is 50-50. And that means you're going to have to keep talking to that lady. Full custody, man, why even try? You're going to just waste money.
Well, y'all aren't for free speech. Y'all are for free speech. Why aren't y'all for like this nigga like doing what he wants to do?
Don't lie about it.
Like who says that's for my, just because I have a kid, who says that's my responsibility? Like, why are y'all projecting what y'all feel on other people? Like, no, it's not.
Because that child is going to be a burden on society because he was too weak to parent his own offspring.
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your and work your mouth like a puppet.
Or
my
the child
God.
could be
One
burned on
more
society because
child
he's a
who may
shitty
end
dad.
up in jail or dead before their time. The child is probably better off without him because he's obviously a horrible
Exactly.
man.
Did everybody ignore when he said that he's leaving because she's a horrible person? She is a loser. I think that's what he called her. Or a dork. He called her something. He said he was leaving because of her. He never said that he didn't love the child or anything like that. He said this lady is a woman and I'm leaving. That's what he said. And besides that, I hope everybody do know, I don't want to go at Slimmy, but Slimmy, I'll let you know right now, you paying, because that's all you're asking for, because they're not going to be together. You're paying for child support is not going to help that kid. Financially, of course, but mentally, no, that kid's already ruined. He's already a statistic. So ain't nothing you about to do. All you about to do is help her out. So you want me to keep it funky with you? If he says, hey, yo, I ain't doing this, you got to hold both of them accountable. And guess what? If I'm not going to tell her that, hey, yo, no matter what you do, you shut your mouth and you be like a good wife or like a good woman. If I don't do that to you, then I'm not finna tell him to stick around. I don't hold one side accountable. I'm going to hold both. It's double trouble.
Even walk away from something he created, but
If you feel that way about your kid, you don't need to be around and you're better off gone.
he is better off going, but he's talking about making more of himself.
Right. Well, maybe if he makes another one, maybe this one he'll feel different if he decides to do so.
No, because some people don't realize that they're the problem and they're the reason why they're having issues in their relationship. He'll probably make a similar mistake. So
The closest thing I can say that his problem was that he chose a terrible person. That's the closest thing I can say right now. Based off the information I got, he picked a terrible person. The only thing is, I didn't even hear the lady speak. But if we just going by what he said, let's just say what he said is true. The closest thing I can say is that he picked a terrible person.
it's irresponsible, like Slimmy said. I don't know. How can you... These children end up being somebody else's problem, the system's problem, the state's problem. They end up having a stepfather that may or may not do something to them. Like, it's so much that goes on, and he's moving from a very selfish place. And
the stepfather part, that was going to happen anyways. Do they believe he was going to be able to stay? The only way he'll be able to stay with that lady is if he does everything she say. He literally would have had to emotionally and spiritually cut off his dingus and his balls. You had to become a simp. That's the only way that was going to work. If that lady is as terrible as he's saying, that's the only way that was going to work. And the stepfather part, if he wasn't going to be a simp, stepfather part was going to happen anyways. You ain't going to stop that.
I hate that it's just another black man proving to be a stereotype.
So, oh my God.
It's just an L.
You have to be
what about the lady?
Selfish before you can be selfless. So
being selfish is not putting your child in somebody. That's truly being selfish. If you truly love yourself, you're not going to put your sacred seed, your sacred life force into somebody you don't see a long-term situation with. Especially, it's one thing, okay, you don't want to be with the woman, but that is your responsibility as a father. And you signed off and you bragged about it and told the world like a messy baby mama. This is why certain men don't get respect.
I hope she says something about the lady. I hope anybody says something about the lady. It's wild what's happening.
If that's what masculinity is.
Anybody else?
This is why y'all kids grow up to not respect y'all.
Oh, shut up, woman.
Oh my God.
Okay, I like that.
Do Molly got kids? What is this?
Looks like everybody is kind of on a different opposite ends of the spectrum right now. Go ahead, Mika.
Well, I'm in the middle because I don't necessarily disagree with what y'all are saying, but it's the everybody but Quentin. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but the problem that I'm having is once you're at that point, right? Because I agree you should vet. We've had these conversations, yada yada yada. The problem that I'm having with it, okay, so once you're at that point, someone is supposed to deal with a terrorist all day. And if the father is a piece of shit for wanting to leave, what is the mother for constantly doing those types of things that would make somebody want to leave? What is
Thank you, Mika. She had to be the one to point out the other side of this. Thank God.
The mother for constantly making the father, who could generally be a good dad, why would you keep going down to the court to pester him? Why would you keep doing that? Because now that seems like you don't care about the child either. So now the child has two pieces of
yeah, but we don't know what
That's
she did.
typically how it
He could be
Right.
saying that she's a horrible person because she wants him to take care of this responsibility. And children are terrorists.
Right, but
So
since we don't,
baby mama that's just a terrorist.
since we don't know the details, right?
Right.
We don't know the
It
other
could be as simple
details.
as him having to pay for some diapers
We
and
can
he
only
wants
go
to
by what
bounce.
he's.
Why do they let Molly talk? Why do they let her talk? Molly just don't like guys. Only person she like is that white man that's in her house.
The white man.
And that's because he let her do whatever she wants. Yeah, I'm about to jump out the window. Molly, sit down. Do me a favor and sit down. Can Molly hair ever curl? Or does she have actual just straight hair? Because her hair has never been curled. My fault. That ain't even got anything to do with this conversation. Molly, how dare you? How dare you act like it could have just been the baby Pampers? Shut up, Molly. Shut up. That's not what it is.
Saying. So I'm not necessarily agreeing that you should leave your kid, but there's two things. When you're in a relationship, it's not just the other person. Like, that annoys me sometimes when people are like, oh, it was them, they cheated. Okay, they may have cheated, but what were you doing? Like, what you also contribute to it. And people try to absolve themselves. And a lot of times, just because the mother has the child does not mean that she was a good person in that relationship. Some people are capable of dealing with it, and some people are not. That's why I'm glad I'm a woman, because I can tell you right now, the way some women act, I probably would be the piece of shit that leaves.
Did I stutter?
I mean, Mika, let's be for real.
There
This
we
man
go.
said that he was attractive, so we already know that he's alive.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm not taking up for him. I'm just looking at it from totality. Like, I'm looking at everything there, and I'm just like, why would women set up their child like that? Right? Okay, he don't like you no more, or you don't like him no more. Okay, and
Any parent that abandons their child, though, mother or father,
I agree.
is a terrible person.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I didn't
And it's just
disagree
like
with
you
abandoning.
may.
It's not true. It's not true at all. And don't care how many times you say it. It's just not true. It's called context. I need to hear the full story.
That responsibility, and I understand not wanting to put up with the person, but I'm sure they've had
I
sex
didn't
several
disagree. I'm not
times.
absolving him. I'm saying though,
What?
if there's somebody that's pulling up to your house, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just saying the things that I've seen, whether in real life or whether other people's stories, right? And if there's somebody doing this, that, and the third, it's just like, it comes to a point. It's like, is it really worth it? Because there's stories where people even end up dead, the man or the woman.
That's true.
And now the child has one parent going to jail and one parent doing this. What good does it make if you're putting him on child support? Let's take accountability. If you know he's broke, right? You know he's broke. You're going to put him on child support where he's going to end up in jail, where he's going to owe more money?
Molly will. Molly definitely will.
I just don't agree with men getting on the internet and trying to represent fatherhood and other men and push, and like we normalize everything. Abandoning your child should not be looked at as normal. just because you don't get along with the person you slept with and got pregnant. That
wasn't enough context. There is situations, Molly. No matter what you want to say, you need to tell me more. There's no such thing as never. Justin Bieber told us that.
is a personal issue. And I feel like as a man, part of being a man is doing the hard things. That's your responsibility at the end of the
I can
day.
agree.
The hell are you talking about? No pain, no gain. What are you talking about? That's a two-way street, my dear. That's a two-way street. Did you just try to act like that's only men gotta put up with the pain? I say no pain, no gain. I was earning my man. You gotta remember the song. There's some things that these young girls don't understand. No pain, no gain.
No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no gain, no gain.
Molly. Just turn your computer off. Please, just do it.
You can easily just pay some child support, though. Just pay the child support.
But
and only see the child when you have to see the child. There are things you can do to where you don't have to interact with the other parent. He's just a weak man.
But
Molly just wants the money. It's the money part in this situation. Oh, just pay the child support. So you just want the money. It's not about me consistently seeing my child. It's not about the actual father and child relationship. Your main focus is the money. There you go. There's Molly. There she is.
That's very.
And we don't need any more excuses for any more weak men. And I mean, I understand to an extent, some men are just, they'll abandon their offspring, whatever. It just is what it is. But we live in a society where that child's going to be somebody's problem.
Right. No,
and he gets to go off and make more children that he'll probably repeat the same patterns with.
But what good does it? But what good does it on the other end? Why would you, as a mother, do that?
Wait, hold on. I just thought about it. I think on the average, she will do that. I think a man, don't the average man only have one kid? Maybe two? So yeah, Molly, you're wrong again. It's one, depending on his age, could be two. The average man has one, average black guy, 1 to 2. Is he gonna repeat it? Maybe once. But an average black lady? A black woman? Yeah, go, give me a second. 2.5. I forgot what the stats was. I think they say the average black lady, if they have 2 or more kids, it's like a 59%. It's a 50% chance she's gonna have 2 baby daddies. Molly, is more likely she'll do it, not him.
If you know,
these men be seeing the writing on the wall, though. They know that they be with crazy women and they see it through. So I don't know. You can't tell a man anything. So if he wants to sleep with somebody he probably wasn't compatible with outside of the bedroom, and get her pregnant,
at least he's not gay.
He needs to
wait. Hold up. She just said they see that the lady's crazy. Are you gonna say anything about the lady? Are you gonna speak on her at all? You know she's crazy, sir, so you shouldn't sleep with her. What about her fixing herself? Are you gonna say anything about that? Is this just gonna be me thing right now?
He might be. We don't know, but he needs to still see that through. Like, that's your child. You don't want to pay. You don't want to spend time. You just want to get ghosts and get out the picture, and then that child is probably going to be a deadbeat parent and repeat the same cycle. And this is what's going on with society.
I agree, Molly. He is probably the same kind of dude who takes better care of his tennis shoes than he's willing to take for this child.
Or his pit bulls, something ghetto.
What's
his
happening?
car, his rims, something ghetto. But the children get left out in the cold. To be everybody else's problem, to be somebody else, a jailbird, or if it's a girl, be having 6 kids on welfare.
Definitely cheaper to take care of.
Done?
Do y'all think that it's a possibility for the woman to change after they are no longer together, to where it would be too difficult to co-parent with her?
Yes, people get freaking divorced after 30 years. You go from I love you, I'll give you the world, to fuck you. Like, yes, 100%. People change all the time like that.
You can parent without dealing with the parent, though. There are ways to parent, and you barely have to deal with the other parent.
Why does she keep saying this? And I hear people say this thing. It's a reason why your child become a statistic, okay? If I'm not there to parent my child consistently, If we're doing this 50-50 thing, like your child is not learning what you think they're learning. Like they're crazy. You know what's gonna happen because she's now a single mother. He's gonna have the kid sometimes. She's gonna have the kid a lot of times, most likely. And guess what's gonna happen? The school is gonna raise her kids. The daycare is gonna raise her kids. That's what's gonna happen. Or let's go another way. The grandmama gonna raise the kids. It's not gonna be what the father wanted instilled in the kids. That's what's going to happen. Why are we playing these games? I'm getting tired of everybody acting like child support is the way to raising a kid. It's child support. If you want me to be on child support, nah, you keep it. I don't want to do this thing. You're not gonna get my money and I don't get to put in the things that I want in my kid. I raise my kid, not the school, not the daycare, and not my money. They don't care about this full conversation. They only care about the man not paying. That's what I'm seeing.
Doesn't want to find a solution. He wanted to leave. That was his choice, which do you, but you're a deadbeat.
My body,
and you're
my
bragging about
my body,
it.
my choice.
Well, let me ask another question. Do you guys think that it's we know what's best in most situations as far as what's going to be the best for the children, as far as parents staying together? Why don't y'all think that women are held more accountable for weaponizing the children against the fathers?
There we go.
Because nobody
you're
wants
gonna
to
have a
blame their
woman-
mother. Nobody
you're
wants to
gonna-
tell their mother that she's dusty. Nobody wants to tell the woman that pushed them out that she's wrong, because nobody tells their mother that they're wrong. Even if they're wrong, everybody will just hold it in and maybe they won't deal with their mother, things like that. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to tell the person that gave them life that they're trash.
It's because the men take the brunt of everything. There's always going to be someone that said you slept with her.
I don't
Well,
agree.
that's what they say to
Like there's
women.
plenty
They
of
say
men.
the
There's
same
plenty
thing
of
to
men
women.
that are
Women do get
trash,
held accountable.
and they should be held accountable, right? There's plenty of men that are trash, but there's far more women that are trash. We know this because the abortion clinics say so.
Women
She's
are
right.
held accountable for having babies by trash men by what they get from said trash.
No,
men.
what I'm saying
That's the
is
only way women are held accountable.
there are trash men, but we're okay with calling that out, which I am. We're okay with calling trash men out, but we're not okay with calling the mothers out. Why am I walking past a fire station? I can hear a baby crying in a box.
Because men
That's
still
trash.
getting them same women pregnant. How do
Told
you
you.
call a woman
Told you.
trash and they'll still end up
But I
pregnant?
just
Q was right. And the crazy part is Anton already did a video when he explained that right there, that's a small percentage. Molly's going to keep talking about a small percentage. Was it 20? I think it's 16 or something like that, right? 16 to 20% of men. That's what she keeps speaking about. But let's just go right past what Mika just said about the abortion clinic. Let's just go right past that and say that there's men getting them pregnant. That's your thing. Yeah, and I'll let you know right now, Slimmy, that's your teammate right there. Save her, Slimmy. Don't give up. Come on, Slimmy. I'm giving up on you.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
said they was trash. Yeah, they're trash. Like that's established. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The
6,
men
like,
not holding these women accountable. They're still you can know a woman is a bad parent. You can see that she's probably not the most feminine of women to even be nurturing a child, and you'll still sleep with her knowing the consequences and then be mad about what you get out of it, or be mad that she's not a good parent to your child.
First off, there's a couple of things you don't understand. A lot of men have been raised by their mothers. So you're not asking men to spot out a lady for being this thing that they didn't see. These guys you're talking about who also don't have fathers because the women have did this consistently, you're now blaming them for something their mother didn't show them. That's the crazy part. Big screen. So yeah, once again, Molly did nothing but blame men. I didn't hear her blame the lady one time. All she kept saying was that he slept with her. Oh, he should have known he slept with her. Even what Slimmy said, Slimmy, I ain't finna attack you, my brother. I'm not gonna attack you. But Slimmy, that's some bullshit you was just saying right there. You was on some BS. You acting like women don't lie. Yeah, let that sizzle in your spirit. You know how long a lady can hold a lie, right? So if a man's sleeping with her, he should know that she's not crazy. I don't think any of y'all on this panel, maybe Anton, I don't know really. I don't think any of y'all on this panel was virgins and then you got married. So that means y'all been sleeping with women that you don't even really know. Let's just keep it funky right now. Don't be saying these things about a person that said, hey, yo, you gotta take care of this kid. I'm not finna take care of something that's probably not gonna even like me because his mother has been telling me I'm a terrible person and I've been paying her the whole time. That's some sucker shit you asking me to do, and I'm not gonna do it. Not me, maybe you, not me. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm with Q on this one. My body, my choice. You know what my body says? Give me my kid, full custody with my kid. You say no? Not doing this. I will take full custody. If you don't give me that, you keep it. Goodbye. I will make another one. I don't care. I'm not gonna do this thing. This is like the weirdest, stupid two-step tango thing y'all want me to do with a demon. Like she's a demon, unless he's a demon. But we didn't hear her side. We only heard his side. So let's just pretend his side is correct. That's a demon. But that's all I got from this, okay? Is somebody gonna ever tell Molly to stop talking and saying narratives that she don't even know the stats for? I ain't never seen somebody who really just dislike black men so much. Besides Cynthia G, of course.
Oh, you ain't know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, man.